Now it's time for more of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. Get ready for more of the best fishing information and the hottest tips on improving your angling skills. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here. Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. And by Rancho Leonero, where your wildest Baja dreams come true. And now, Southern California's sports fishing voice, the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray and Rock Cod Rick Maxa.
Welcome back, hour number 2. Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Pete Gray back here in the Mighty 1090 studios with Rock Cod Rick after a phenomenal Katmai Lodge trip that we talked about earlier in the show. If you missed that little talk, all you have to do is just go to our archives, letstalkhookup.com. It's either iTunes Podcast, it's either on our app, Let's Talk Hookup Radio Show app, or on our website, which is letstalkhookup.com. So you can hear that first hour talk about the Katmai Lodge, or just tune in live here anytime. So, yeah.
I had several guys at Katmai with us that were, big fans of Let's Talk Hookup. Don Crabtree, who goes on the Royal Polaris all the time, and a bunch of his cronies up there. We had a really fun trip with them, and we were talking about the app. They're all from Bakersfield, and just like, well, put it on my phone. How do I do it? And, we just showed how easy. And it's such an easy thing and such a killer way to listen to the show. No matter where you are, you don't have to worry about the radio. You don't have to worry about time. You can hear all the archive shows. There's always really cool Pete and Adam have put, special, old school shows that are on there, really fun ones. It's just a great app. It's free. It's super easy to get, and makes it really easy to listen to the show.
Again, it's free. It doesn't cost you a penny. So do it. It's you'll be very happy to have that app if you're a Let's Talk Hookup fan. Rosie and Jeff from Cedros Sportfishing are here having a great time. And whoa! Did they pony up or what here?
Well, you got the Big Al's hand in it, and then Rosie always said they like to go big or go home, and they never go small. So if you didn't hear at the beginning of the show today, so stoked, Cedros Sportfishing is giving away a half off any trip for the remainder of 2018 or all of 2019 on any trip that has availability that you can jump on. You're getting to go for half price. Doesn't matter the amount of days, the cost, whatever you want, you're getting half price on a trip that fits your schedule with availability this year or next year, and we are so stoked. And that was so cool, you guys, to get to do to our listeners. In addition to that, we're also giving away an Anza fillet knife. It's a handmade in San Diego County by the amazing craftsman at Anza Knives. Another fantastic prize there. We are so
Two lucky callers going to win.
Insanely great prizes today on Let's Talk Hookup. If you want to get your opportunity at winning those great prizes, 858 area code 457-1090. Again, 858-457-1090. That's our local number. Or reach us toll-free. That toll-free line is 877-792-1090. One more time, 877-792-1090.
So just wait.
But your shots are coming.
Yeah, you'll get some shots. Yeah, time for the Catch Report.
You got it, buddy. Today, the Catch Report sponsored by Dana Landing on Mission Bay, your one-stop shop for everything you need to go fishing, a complete saltwater tackle shop. They have a full deli. They offer Mexican and California licenses, trips and six-pack charters, and when it comes to freshwater tackle, check out East County Bait and Tackle, full of all of the freshwater tackle and live bait that you need for a great day on the lake. Dana Landing is right across from SeaWorld next to the Dana Launch Ramp in Mission Bay. And East County Bait and Tackle, they're at the end of the 67 freeway at Mapleview and Lakeside. Check DanaLanding.com. We're going to start our Catch Report off with our man, John Beath from Whalers Cove, giving us that Alaska report. Good morning, John.
Well, good morning, and Rick, congratulations.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
Now, what's going on at Alaska's fishing paradise, Whalers Cove Lodge?
Well, yesterday I gave away 100-pound hats to 5 people and 200-pound hats.
Nice.
Now, we had an absolute beast for the 2-for-1 winner yesterday. A guy from the East Coast released a 78-inch, 255-pound monster.
Wow.
We're also seeing some more lingcod this year. We had somebody release a 46-inch lingcod, and that's a really, really nice fish.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah. We've got Sunny and 70 here, of course, and, we're just doing our thing. And one more thing that's kind of cool this year, the cod are back in force. We're getting good numbers of cod. I think yesterday we had 114 Pacific cod to the boat, and if you've never had cod, It's a wonderful thing to eat. We've got guests that come here and say, I'd rather eat cod than halibut. So last year there weren't as many cod, but this year they're all over the place, and we've got people that are targeting them. They get their halibut and say, I want more cod. So
That's great.
We're doing that. And of course we've got some more freshwater systems that we're exploring and having fun with. We had some freshwater trips this week. People went up to Hasselberg and some other systems and catching some coho on the fly and thin gear. And of course the Dolly Varden are pretty thick. So we've got a wide variety of activities here. And of course we still have the kayaking available. And we've got some people who they'll go out kayaking and do it in the evening or do it during the day and try to catch fish or just watch the whales. I mean, we've got so much here to look at between the orca whales and the humpbacks.
Oh, yeah. Hey, John, I know the salmon fishing has been very, very tough. Any sign of that improving?
That improved yesterday, in fact.
Goodness.
We had several coho salmon, and we finally got some pink salmon coming in. And I think this is it. We're starting to see a lot of jumpers. So they went up to Parker Point yesterday, and we had one boat that had 9 salmon, which, they only fish for about an hour and a half. And that's a good sign. So I think this is the start of it. I went down on a hatchery tour 2 days ago, and the fish hatchery said, yeah, the coho are late this year, but, don't fret. They're going to be here. And the chum salmon are thick this year. So we've got chum and the pink salmon. That's just a mystery fish because nobody really, keeps track of those. But they're starting to show up now. So it looks like everything has been a little bit late. We also had an 18.3-pound king caught yesterday, which was kind of nice. And that was one of the boats that was up there and trying their luck at salmon. But mostly we've been bottom fishing.
Good news because that salmon should be full speed by the time we get up there on August 14th.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that should be no-brainer by then.
Okay, good. I'm taking your word for that, John. Come on now. I'm holding you to that.
Every once in a while, the salmon, they're just a little bit late, and that was this year. We're still predicting a really good coho run because that's what they tell us, and 3 years ago, it was a fantastic run, if you remember being here 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Great coho fishing. So, we've still got our fingers crossed, and we're starting to see them, and, I'm going to be out there trolling today.
All right. Well, if somebody wants to come up to Whalers Cove Lodge, Alaska's fishing paradise in southeast Alaska, wonderful place. You still have a chance to get up there this year for a few spots, but book 2019 also, right?
That's right. We're booking pretty solid for 2019, but if anybody wants to make reservations, I think we've got a couple spots left sometime in August or the end of August, first part of September. Our phone number here is 1-800-423-3123. That's 1-800-423-3123. And you can visit our website at whalerscovelodge.com. That's whalerscovelodge.com. And also check us out on Facebook and YouTube.
All right. Very good. Wonderful place. Thanks, John, and we'll talk to you next Saturday.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. See you, John. All right. Now let's head on down. Talk to our fishdope.com reporter of the man, Captain Mark Wish of Pacific Edge is on the line. What's up, Mark?
Hey, Ricky, Pete, and Gas. Hey, boy, you hit the jackpot on your trip there, buddy. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man. Never been so excited, man. I appreciate it. We had a great time.
Oh, man, I saw some of them pics. It looks like it. Hey, so here we are, guys, mid-July. Great fishing, good weather opportunity everywhere offshore right now. So if you're thinking like yellows and sea bass that bite at the northern Channel Islands back down a little bit, your best shot's going to be the outside islands like Nick and SPI right now. Good signal on both species, along with some monster halibut, especially at Nick out there. God, there's been some big ones. Catalina's also got yellows and sea bass. The yellows are kind of scattered all over. No real concentration in any one place. You want to target them bigger ones, and there are some big ones. Try slow troll and a great big mackerel. There's also a little bit of sea bass around, more than you might expect, and they're all squid fish, mostly in the dark, and some great big sea bass have been caught here this past week. Clemente, it's also got some signal, but it's truly getting overshadowed by all that tuna fish around. That whole area of fish, yellowfin and bluefin both, has been kind of sliding up to the northwest. It's getting closer to the island. It's not going to be long before we're sitting on the anchor there fishing yellowfin tuna. I see that coming here. And but it's both the catchable size as well as the tanker grade. And speaking of them big ones, man, that stuff put on a hell of a show earlier this week. There's some spectacular catches to fish nearly 300 pounds. I don't think anybody's cracked 300 yet, but maybe. But soon coming, I would guess. And some of those big ones have been on yummies, most of them actually, some flat fall fish, some on slow-trolled mackerels way back behind the boat. That's all working. And along with the tanker grade, there's plenty of mixed schools of catchable size fish, which a lot of guys are way more interested in. And yellowfins 20 to 40 pounds, bluefins 25 to 50 pounds. Just big foamers. It's, you know, when the days of stuff comes up, man, it's impressive to be there and see it. When you get on those foamers, surface iron, cold snipers, poppers, all that standard stuff's been working just fine. And when you're offshore, of course, all the way even up to the Catalina Channel, be sure you check out the kelps. There's not a whole lot of fish on them, but some of that great big yellows living on the kelps, and a little bit more Dorado showing up all the time. And of more importance for the Dorado, they're starting to bite a little bit now. Some fish are being caught all throughout the bite here, and a few marlins sprinkled around. It's even time to start thinking about deep dropping up a swordfish. A few swordfish been around too. So get everything all tuned up, dude. It's midsummer fishing at its finest right now. It is time to go.
Time to go fishing. Fishdope.com has had, the guys, Danny and Jeff, have been dialing me in all week on what's going on in fishing. If you don't pay attention to Fishdope.com every day, you can track where the fish, where to go. Like after the beginning of the week, it slowed down. They had all the info on Fishdope.com, where to go, what to do. $20 off a new membership to Fishdope.com. Use the code HookUpNow. Lowercase, no space. Got to have it, right, Mark?
You got to have it. Those guys do a fantastic job. I talked to Danny just a minute or two before we went on the air here, just getting the latest and greatest updates. So, yeah, they do a fantastic job with that, for sure.
All right. Great job, as always, Mark. We appreciate that. Look forward to hearing another great report next week. And if we want to find you more at Pacific Edge, how do we do that?
Ricky, we're on the corner of Bolsa Chica and Edinger and Huntington Beach. The phone number is area code 714-840-4262. The website, PacificEdgeTackle.com. And it's getting really interesting. I heard you guys speculating about Wahoo a little bit ago. I've heard a little bit of that, too. Didn't want to say anything just yet, but, maybe. So we'll see.
Who knows?
Anything
Who knows?
can happen.
Yeah, I can. Great job, Mark. We appreciate it. Really look forward to next week. I think it's going to be another great report.
Yeah, you got it. We'll see you, buddy.
Thanks, bud. All right, let's continue on our report. Head on down to San Diego, over to Seaforth Sport Fishing, and talk to our buddy Marcos. Marcos, what's going on at Seaforth?
Good morning, guys. Well, we've got a good idea what fishing's like there. The half day, so very good calico bass fishing. Yesterday I saw some barracuda, a handful of yellowtail on the count between the morning and the afternoon. So some other fishing there on the bottom, rockfish, sand bass, whitefish, sheephead. So definitely some good half day fishing going on there. And like I said, you have a little shot at some yellowtail that I've been seeing a little bit this week. The full day trips, they've been kind of ping-ponging back and forth between the islands and offshore there. Islands, very similar to the half day there. A little bit of yellowtail, bonita, some good bass fishing, some good bottom fishing. Offshore, definitely hit or miss. I know San Diego said that there's a lot of fish out there. They're just not cooperating. But they are seeing a little bit of bluefin and yellowfin on those full-day trips. And the overnight trips and longer, very similar. Same bluefin, yellowfin, occasional yellowtail there. So not quite full-speed fishing there, but there's a lot of fish out there. They're going to start biting at some point here. So definitely check the website, seaforthlanding.com. Have our full schedule up there for you guys, those half-day trips, the full-day trips, and definitely keep an eye on those. Some of them are fishing islands. Some of them are going to be fishing offshore. So make sure you have the appropriate ID there. Fishing islands, make sure you have that passport. And then the overnight trips, similar, a little bit of different targets there. They're kind of taking a look around, seeing what they can get. And like I said, there's a lot of fish there, but it just doesn't want to cooperate. So seaforthlanding.com, you can make the reservations online. You can always give us a call down here at the office, 619-224-3383. Or come visit us in person, get your gear set up, and hop on a boat, go fishing.
Great job, as always. Certainly some very good fishing to be had, and good week of weather in front of us. I think we're going to continue on this great trend. Marcos, appreciate a great report. We'll look forward to talking to you next week.
Talk to you then, guys.
All right. Sport Fishing Financials, Rick Jensen with a Northern Baja report. Welcome back, Rick.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Good morning, guys. Jeff, Rosie, how you doing?
Good, Rick.
Fantastic.
Rick.
How was your trip?
Oh, it was great. We did some touring around the San Juan Islands and just did some bar hopping and marina hopping and caught some beautiful weather and just had an awesome time up there. Really nice.
Great.
That's cool.
Fantastic.
And also say hi to Dallas. I guess you're in the studio, the catch of the week, huh?
It is, yes, exactly.
Yes, indeed.
Hi.
Yeah, and Rick will be going with me to Katmai at the end of August. We're looking for you. I don't know if you heard the reports, but hang on, Rick. You're going to love this place.
You're going to love it, Rick.
Well, I did hear from Dallas that after 6 years in the Kenai Peninsula, it was quite a different experience than the last time I was in Alaska. The simple and basic Kenai Peninsula felt like Disneyland to me, so I'm really looking forward to the difference.
Yeah,
hang on.
For sure.
Well, let's start the report today down in Mag Bay, where there's some nice yellowtail and yellowfin showing up on the outer banks. Warmer waters moved in, and a few Dorados showed up at the Petrel Bank. Commercial guys are starting to see the marlin around. Bay fishing has been good. Up in Mulegé, the tuna have already made their way up through Loretto, and I think they're going to start seeing them there in Mulegé, Chavato area. The Dorado have definitely moved through. Good Dorado fishing there, and they continue to get into the leopard grouper, Cabrilla, and all that there, going steady as well. The central Baja coast continues to have that not so favorable water condition, cold and green. But the big news is there's big numbers of halibut moved into the beaches there at Asuncion and up at La Bocana area, Abriojos. So big numbers of halibut been taken, and guys are excited about that. There's a yellowtail tournament starts tomorrow, so hopefully that water will clean up and things will start to get better for them there. Over at Bay of LA, just full speed yellowtail, Cabrilla, everything's just as good as it gets. Lots of Dorado around. They've moved in steady and set in there, so that's nice. We heard over at San Quintin from Cass fishing the tournament that things have been not so steady there, but also in this area, the news is the halibut. There was a great halibut bite this week. The calico numbers are continuing to get better and better, decent bottom fishing, and with the bonito that moved in, we expect to see the yellowtail improve here soon. Ensenada, good coastal bay and island fishing all around that Punta Banda and Todos Santos Island area, all kinds of barracuda, bass, bonita, and some nicer yellowtail showed up this week. And then, all those fish moving up the Sea of Cortez, moving all over the place. There's rumors that even a sailfish was caught all the way up at Gonzaga Bay the other day. So steady weather, warm, and good conditions all throughout the Sea of Cortez, and fish seem to be everywhere and improving around the central Baja, and everything seems to be moving up for us here as well. Looking good.
Glad to hear it, man. It's a crazy year we got going on, Rick, and it's just going to continue. I think we've got a heck of a good fishing in northern Baja coming. Well, Rick, appreciate a great report as always. If somebody wants to keep in touch with you and all the great stuff that you do at Sportfishing Financial and allow people a little extra income to get to go fishing on these great trips, how do we keep in touch with you at your gig?
Yeah, thanks, Rick. And especially the business owners thinking of, or if they have qualified retirement plans, we should look into that and see if it would be good for you or something that you're already doing. I know we could improve on, I'm sure. So check on our website at sportfishingfinancial.com or give us a call at 949-481-1807.
That means back to work, right, Rick?
Yeah, gosh, the week that I got back. We got out fishing yesterday afternoon for a quickie, but, yeah, I'll be working steady for a while here.
All right. Well, good deal. Sportfishing Financial, awesome opportunity for you to improve your future for sure, so you can get more time on the water. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate that. We'll talk to you next Saturday.
Okay, guys. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Rick. Well, that's going to wrap up our catch for today. It's sponsored by Blue Guard Innovations, making smart bilge pump switches and sensors designed to protect you, your vessel, and the environment. The BG1 oil and fuel detector could save you from thousands of dollars in fine by detecting oil in your bilge and turning your pump off before you dump it into the water. Just one of several switches and sensors made by Blue Guard Innovations. Check bluebgi.com for more information.
I have that system on my boat. I'm going to tell you, it is so awesome, and it's very, very affordable too. If you don't have it on your boat, you got to get it, because the opportunity to dump fuel in the water is so prevalent no matter what. You don't want to do that because it's huge fines. Not only that, you know when your bilge pump's going to go off.
Love
too.
That feature
and
too.
As I have a thing up in my wheelhouse that if the bilge pump goes off, I know exactly when it's going off. I can go down and check it and make sure everything's safe. So BlueBGI.com, you got to put it on your boat.
And if you didn't catch the show with Z, too, when we say that it'll turn your switch off so that you don't dump fuel and oil, don't think that means you no longer have a bilge pump. It basically knows when there's oil and water, will not pump that out. And then because the oil and fuel floats on top of the water, once the water rises to a point that the fuel is now higher, the switch kicks on, dumps all the water overboard until that fuel level comes back down to the switch, and then it shuts itself off again.
Exactly.
It's a very smart thing, and
really
like you say, it's gonna save you.
Yeah, it's an innovation that is really going to be something that every boat owner is going to want to have. Hey, this week's CCA monthly calendar drawing winner from the Bill Varney CCA calendar. Winning number is 2861. You're going to win a Promar Ahi USA Sabiki rod and a Sabiki Ganyan there.
Nice.
You can check the winners on Facebook. Just check Coastal Conservation Association of California. And that's the winner, 2861. Check it out on ccacalifornia.org. Phones are packed. They want to talk to Rosie and Jeff. Let's jump into it.
You got it. How about this time we talked to Jerry? He's calling us from Lakewood this morning. What's up, Jerry? Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Good morning. I'm planning a trip to Cedros, and I wanted to know if I should bring my Tranks reels or anything, or if you have rods that would work with them.
You know, we do have rod and reel setups down there, but I'm going to tell you, man, I love my Tranks.
Yeah.
I don't have Tranks down there for you to use, but like I said, we got stuff. But if you have a Tranks, a 400, a 500, even a 300, put that in your arsenal.
No doubt.
You know, I don't know whether you heard, Ricky, but at ICAST the week before last, they introduced the Tranks 200.
I did. I saw.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So you talk about a calico bass machine.
Oh,
No
my
doubt.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that if I couldn't agree with Rosie more, Jerry. If you've got that Tranks already, you got to bring that thing. There's not.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a reel that's better designed to fish Cedros Island than that Tranks.
So if he brings the reel, do you have rods he can use?
I do have rods. I got
Okay.
some 7-foot and 8-foot rods down there that he could put that on.
Not have to hassle with rods.
Yeah, but you know what? I love my gear.
Yeah.
I love my stuff.
And it's easy to bring.
It's
you don't
not
want
difficult.
tubes, right?
No tubes, but there's so many different ways of protecting, your
Sure.
rods and the rod tips and everything. We've got anything from, the rod socks, rod sleeves, and they sell them at Fisherman's Landing Tackle, to we've got guys with that little bubble wrap. We have guys that are taking beach towels and wrapping them up and zip tying and duct tape. There's plenty of easy ways to get it down there.
There you go. Thanks a lot for the phone call this morning.
All right, next up, let's talk to John, calling from Upland this morning. Hey, John, welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Good morning, Rosie, Jeff, Rick, Pete.
Good morning,
So,
Johnny.
my question for you.
Johnny, you're actually on the trip, on the Let's Talk Hookup trip with Rick coming up.
I sure am.
Sure
All
are.
right.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting everything ready.
Right
Nice.
on.
But I was going to ask you, did you ever get the fuel pump fixed in the van?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, yes, we did. Not only did we get that fixed, we actually have a new truck down there, too.
Oh,
Brand new
cool.
truck
Oh,
taking
yeah.
care of things. So.
How do you get a
Yeah,
truck?
we were down
Oh,
there. We
cool.
had one time the van wouldn't run, and the local policeman ended up taking us back to the lodge.
That's rad.
Well, it's funny that you say something about the local police, because yesterday, one of our anglers down there, Luke and Andy, decided to invite the local police fishing on their ponga.
Oh, how
and
cool is that?
she did very well. She caught some nice yellowtail and calico bass and had really never been fishing off of the island before.
No
So
way.
she was really thrilled
That's
to
so
do
cool.
that. So
Well, they're
it was
good.
nice.
They're good. They have carte blanche at Cedros now.
They do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's the other thing I got to say. When you're on the island, it's such a cool environment. The
It
people
is.
are so friendly.
Super
They're
nice.
so welcoming. They love seeing the Americans there. Again, that's why we need to get the long range boats and the sport and the sport fishing boats, private yachts back in there, because the local people love
They do.
the Americans.
They're
They
proud
really
of their
want
island.
they really want them in there.
Something Rick told me when I was first looking at getting involved with Cedros sport fishing, he had said, he said, don't change it. He said it's perfect the way it is, and we've enhanced it.
Exactly.
Is what we have done. He said, don't mess with my little piece of paradise.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it is down there. I end every single one of my emails out to the anglers as mi casa, su casa. And it is truly that. These people welcome you with open arms. You are their extended family, and they treat you that way.
They still have the best tortilla factory in Mexico.
Oh, my
man.
gosh.
It's so good.
Yes.
Yeah.
That place is epic.
It must be the
Oh.
water.
It's the water.
Whatever.
It's the water and the lard.
Thanks a lot. Hey, have a great trip with Rick there. Appreciate the call this morning.
All right. How about we jump right back into it? We're going to talk to Reggie, calling us from Santa Rosa this morning. Hey, Reggie, welcome to Let's
All the
Talk
way up
Hookup.
in Santa Rosa. Good morning, Reggie.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, guys. How's everyone doing?
Doing great.
Good.
Okay, so I have a couple quick questions. You guys kind of touched on it a little bit. I like Rosie in terms of I love my gear, and we were just talking about planning a trip to Cedros in our group chat that we have. And one question that came up is about 10-foot rods, like bringing our jig sticks. How does that work in terms of bringing them on the plane? Is there any like size limitations? And then question number 2, if you already have your Mexican fishing license for the whole year, do you get a discount off the price that you guys offer?
Okay, so let's start off with the jig sticks. I know Rock Cod Rick Maxa loves his 10-footer, and I would say that's probably about the largest rod you need to bring. That's about what you bring.
That's my favorite thing about that trip is it's the only travel destination in Baja where I get to use my, I fish 10-foot long rods, and yeah, I mean,
You have to go inside the cabin, right?
But
But
that
there's still
one,
room.
it depends now because since we have our own aircraft, depending on how they do things, some will go down in the belly, but that 10-footer will probably go down the center aisle.
But no problem. I've been bringing them there for 10 years. Yeah, no issue bringing your long rod.
Yeah, and the other question was, Reggie?
About the Mexican license.
The Mexican fishing license. Okay, so with the Mexican fishing license, if you do have your year Mexican fishing license, I purchased for you guys a week fishing license. So a 1-week fishing license runs about $19 to $20. So if you already have yours, I'll take $20 off your trip.
Oh, there you go. All right,
Okay.
Reggie. When's your trip, Reggie?
I don't know. We're going to try to plan it all. There's probably about 10 of us that's going to plan on going. So
Then you need to call me soon because with
Put
the
your
charter
own trip
masters,
together.
with your charter with the charter masters next year, we need to talk.
Yeah, get on it.
Yeah, Pete, we've been talking about fishing together for like over 2 years now, man. We need to make it happen, man.
Yeah, that'd be great. Let's make it happen for sure. I know we already have a Let's Talk Hookup trip planned in late June and in August, right, Rosie?
That is correct.
I'm going to go in late June.
Yes.
And
is that one sold out?
Late June
I don't
is
know
not,
that
is
we.
not
I don't know that
sold
we have
out.
10 spots left though.
We do not have 10 spots.
Yeah,
left.
maybe 6.
Maybe 6.
Yeah. But
maybe.
But Reggie, if you have that many people, put
get
your own trip together.
Totally.
That'd be really fun. You can get 12 people and
the whole lodge is yours.
The whole lodge is
Dang,
you
if
and your buddies.
If you've already got 10 of your buds together, find 2 more and take the whole place over.
Yeah, for sure. Reggie.
I think we should do that. Hey, I really appreciate you guys taking my call today.
All right, look forward to going fishing with you, Reggie, at some point. No doubt about it. All right, thanks a lot for the call this morning. Appreciate that. Hey, coming up, it's just a couple of weeks away, 2 weeks from today. It's our 3rd San Diego County Ford dealer remote broadcast Saturday, August 4th at North County Ford in Vista. This is your next chance to qualify for the 2 big grand prizes, either by random draw, winning the Shimano casting contest. Those are the 2 ways. Prize number 1, a Hobie Mirage Drive kayak from Fast Lane Kayaks in Mission Bay. Are you kidding me? And a trip for 1 to Cedros kayak fishing. Jeff's operation there on Cedros Island does it right there. Grand prize number 2. This is no slouch either. A 4-night fishing package for 2 at Rancho Leonero in Baja's East Cape, including round-trip tickets, San Diego, L.A., or Orange County to Los Cabos on Alaska Airlines, the best airline in the business. Be sure to check out Alaska Air banner on the front page of the Let's Talk Hookup website for more information on the finest. That's Alaska Airlines. You can also win a trip on the Blackjack, that great 4-pack boat out of Dana Landing in Mission Bay, Shimano Rods and Reels, Maui Jim sunglasses, ton of great giveaways. All you have to do is just show up. Check the guest page at letstalkhookup.com for details and rules. We'll see you 2 weeks from today, Saturday, August 4th, North County Ford in Vista, right off the 78 freeway.
Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. Phone lines are absolutely packed. We're going to be taking your calls. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
This is Rick Jensen with Sportfishing Financial. I think most of you get that I'm a fisherman and work with the fishing community, but to understand exactly what Sportfishing Financial does, ask yourself these 4 questions. First, do you really know how much money you'll need in order to retire comfortably? Next, do you know how much you'll have to save on a regular basis to reach that number? Do you have a process that includes a proven investment strategy and confidence that the money you save will grow? Last, do you have a plan for how to turn your savings into retirement income? If you don't have good answers to these questions, you're not alone. But you should, and I can make sure you do. In addition, if you own a business and currently provide or are planning on providing a retirement savings plan for yourself or your employees, we should really talk. We offer an outstanding variety of creative solutions that are sure to meet your needs.
Some of our listeners may feel overwhelmed. Others may believe they are already doing the best they can. In either case, I bet Rick can help. Set a time to meet with him and start planning for your personal or business investment success. Find Rick on the web at sportfishingfinancial.com or give him a call at 949-481-1807.
All of us at the American Angler family want to express appreciation to our regular passengers that fish with us year after year and to the new anglers that came out this last season. We realize how precious your vacation time is, and we are truly grateful that you have chosen to spend this time with us. It's important that your experience is memorable, from the moment you call the office to the time you step off the boat. Hi, I'm Lori. Call me at the office, 619-223-5414, or check us out at AmericanAnglerSportFishing.com. Come fishing with the American Angler family and make a memory.
Sport fishing, not just for Dad anymore. At Dana Wharf Sport Fishing, kids fish free every Sunday. Free half-day fishing trip and clinic free for kids 12 and under every Sunday at Dana Wharf. Join the Dana Wharf Kids Club and get over $100 of really cool stuff like 2 free fishing trips, a free whale watch trip, and more. Dana Wharf, everyone's favorite since 1971. Click DanaWharf.com or visit them in the Dana Point Harbor, the bass capital of the West, and only minutes from the 5 freeway in Orange County. DanaWharf.com, where kids fish free.
Turner's Outdoorsman, Southern California's #1 shooting, hunting, and fishing tackle retailer since 1971, is right in your neighborhood. Now 19 stores and more to come throughout Southern California. No one does it better. Turner's Outdoorsman brings you the best prices and selection, plus a knowledgeable staff that will help make your day on the water or in the field more fun. Stop by your neighborhood Turner's Outdoorsman. To find a location nearest you, check the web at turners.com and sign up for special deals and more.
There's nothing more peaceful than fishing. Just me, my pole, and some bait. Oh, and my life jacket, of course. I like fish, but I don't want to end up at the bottom of the water with them. Save the ones you love. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader. The home of ESPN Radio. The mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
Check out this week's edition of Western Outdoor News, always loaded with great information. This week it's the cows. The cows came home this week for a lot of the San Diego. How about that score that the Pacific Queen out of Fisherman's Landing had on Monday?
That's a hurricane bank trip.
Unbelievable.
I mean, straight up,
unbelievable. 20 cows, something like that.
Just seeing the lineup of giant ones across the back. I mean, how many days? I mean, you've fished long range your whole life. Yeah. How many times have you been sitting at Clarion wishing you had a score like that? And that was on a day-and-a-half trip.
New Loanne.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
It was unreal. There was some fantastic fishing this week.
Yeah. We had a National Geographic moment on Monday. I was out. And we hooked a giant in a foamer. Thanks to Dave Hansen for calling us in on this area. Up there in that same area everybody is. It was straight cows in this foamer. And we were right on top of it. We didn't have our kite out at the time. So what do? We had an 80-pound rig and a 100-pound rig, threw a mackerel out there, got bit on the 80-pound rig. And we pulled on the and the other thing about this thing, there was a blue whale mixed in with it.
Oh, my God.
It was just an amazing sight. We were right on top of it. So we pulled on this thing with absolute max drive, because I knew we either get it or we don't.
Yeah.
I said, just turn the drag up as tight as you can. Let's break it off and get on
another one.
It never broke off. 2 hours and 45 minutes. And
get out of here.
And then it finally broke off.
2:45.
Yeah, on 80-pound Seagar Fluoro Premier.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, a long time. And it was a circle hook. It was a Gamakatsu circle hook. It was like, I thought we were going to break off in a half an hour with the amount of drag, because it was a Talica 20 with a CalStar 700H, plenty of rod, plenty of reel, and the drag was so tight when we finished we couldn't pull it off the reel by hand. That's how tight.
And I bet that fish was pulling it off like nothing.
And it was pulling off. I was like, how does it do that? It was a giant.
Cool,
but anyway, it was a National Geographic. We had a chance to pull on some nice stuff there, and they're out there.
Still waiting for you.
Yeah,
buddy.
Big. Yeah. Look who's on the line, Big Al.
What's up, Al?
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm doing great as well.
You're always doing great. That's the thing about Al. He's always doing great.
Hey, I want to this is a thank you call. I want to thank you, Rick, and you, Pete, and from us 4 partners, myself, Adrian, Rosie, and also Patrick, I want to thank our customers. Our customers have made Cedros Sport Fishing, and I just wanted to put that over the air that without them, there is no Cedros Sport Fishing. So I just wanted to say that to everybody out there, and especially Rosie and also Jeff. So,
thank you. Thanks for the generous donation, too, of that half-off trip. Now, Big Al, I got a question for you. We have a Let's Talk Hookup trip next June, end of June. I'm going, and I know I have a really good friend, Mark Rubin, who's a great guy, and a couple of his friends that are going. Are you going?
I'm in, and Patrick.
Patrick's going. Okay, so there go 2 more spots off of that trip. So,
and if Jeff wants to go, we'll put him on with us.
All I want to know is, am I off probation?
No. Did you guys hear how Jeff got on probation?
No.
I would love
hear
to
the
hear
story, Al.
It's a story that will not hit the air. You have to ask me in person.
You have to ask him in person, Pete and Rick, after the show.
Yeah. Roger.
And you'll know why he's on probation for life.
Yeah. Well, I want to address this issue too. I know you own the XL too, Al, as well as Cedros Sport Fishing, and I know you've been fighting hard to get the long range boats back into Cedros. Any update on that?
There is not an update. Now that we've got the new president down there, I hope to possibly next week go to Ensenada and meet with one of the directors with Wichu and Adrian. And I've spoke to him for about a half an hour when we were down there in May, and he wanted to wait till the election was over. And we will have a meeting with him, and I hope something can come out of it, but I'll keep you posted.
All right.
Good
Thanks,
luck,
Al, for your efforts there.
Thanks, buddy.
All right. Appreciate the call. Looking forward to going fishing with you next June.
You got it. Okay, Pete. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Thanks, Al.
I appreciate that. All right. Let's
Bye-bye.
jump back in the phones.
You got it, buddy. They are absolutely packed solid. Everybody's excited to talk to Rosie, talk to Jeff. This time we're going to talk to Randy. Call us from Costa Mesa. What's up, Randy?
Morning, Randy.
Hey, good morning, guys. Really great show this morning.
Thank you.
A lot of fun listening to, Cedros Island fishing. I can hardly wait to get there. My question is kind of twofold. Number one, I know that the Cross-Border Express is the way that you go to get there. Do we drive our own vehicle down there and take it from there, or do you guys provide a pickup service in the States?
Basically, just like if you're going out on a long-range boat, you drive down to the landing and then you get on the boat. Same thing with us. You drive down to the CBX. There is ample parking down there, very safe parking down there, and you meet me there, and we head on over.
It's like going to the airport, going to the landing, whatever.
So you meet every trip?
I meet every single trip.
Wow.
So coming and a
going. Whether you
going.
go or not.
What's that?
Whether you're going or not.
Whether you're going or not, I'm down there.
Wow.
So.
That's great.
That's good service.
And then my second question is, I'd like to bring my wife down for a 5-day trip. She does enjoy fishing, but is there something for her to do during the days if she decides that she's not going to fish?
She can relax up on the upper deck, bring some good magazines and a good book, and just look at that epic view.
Tour around the town.
Absolutely, you can tour around the town. 10 minutes. Exactly. The other thing that you can do, and actually this is kind of a neat little thing, if you just get with our host Richard and Wichu, the mayor, they can arrange for to take you down to the Abalone Lobster Co-op and give you a tour down there.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And that's pretty darn cool.
Oh, that'd be fun.
So,
that'd be fun. She'd like that. I'd like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And the salt mine? You can tour the salt mine?
You can tour the salt, and then you can also go around.
Salt mine's cool.
It is. You can also go around to the other side of the island, St. Augustine kind of area. There's a little fish camp over there, some just neat little
cool spot.
Yeah, there really is.
Yeah.
So but there's no movie theater, thank God. There's no movie
theater,
pool. There's no pool. There's none of that stuff. I mean, this is a quaint little fishing village, and it's just charming.
But you want to talk about one of the world's best places to sit on a nice chair overlooking the seawall and in the beautiful Pacific. Like, there's not many better places to hang out and have a cold one and read a book than
totally safe.
Sport fishing. Yeah,
totally
exactly.
Safe.
Indeed.
Get a masseuse.
That's great. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thanks a lot for the phone call this morning. That does free up 858-457-1090.
Well, we got some very patient callers. Still guys holding on since the beginning of the show, like Brian calling us from Orange. Brian, thanks for hanging in there with us.
Oh my gosh! Hey guys, I got so many questions, but I'll leave it to two if that's all right.
That's good.
What a show! So the first thing I was wondering is, other than like calico and amber, calico and how that kind of stuff, do you guys have like exotics or kind of oddballs like grouper or amberjack or even opa and stuff like that? You guys get on occasion, and if so, what to expect? And the second thing I was thinking, like, if I was down there, I would want to fish like every minute that I was awake. So could you like get off the ponga and then pack a little cooler with a couple beers and go fish, from the shore somewhere? And if so, like what to expect, from shore fishing? Because I would just want to fish, every waking moment.
Most guys want to fish every waking moment. We have a lot of anglers that, just because the ponga comes in and they're sitting there in the evening, they'll grab their pole, and we got 99 steps down to the beach. And, we had a gentleman earlier this year, Dale, was catching halibut from the shore. Just got to go down and go
right
north.
In front of the lodge. Yeah.
Right in front of the lodge.
It's a long stairway, but 99 steps.
That's right, 99 steps on down. And we do have a couple of those really great exotics. We've got, white sea bass. White sea bass are biting really well right now in the kelp beds. People are just putting down their mackerel, and mackerel swimming around, and they're pulling out a nice white sea bass.
Sweet.
I think our largest white sea bass this year has been 39 pounds.
Wow.
Definitely halibut. Can't go wrong with catching some nice halibut. There are the broomtail grouper that would be wonderful to maybe catch and release along with maybe the black sea bass. Catch and release would be good on there.
You could have a world record broomtail like
Jeff Mariani.
Tackle caught.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We were just talking in the studio here that this year seems to be ahead of schedule than last year. Last year, mid-August, the tuna and the Dorado showed up. Well, we're kind of expecting those guys to start showing up any minute now.
Wow.
So you can get into the the yellowfin tuna and the Dorado also and add those to your mixed bag of tricks.
There you go.
So,
I think a few years ago, I think the lodge record from the shore was a 6.5 pound calico from the shore. And that could have even been beaten by now. But, I mean, a 6.5 pounder while standing on the shoreline.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Pretty awesome. With the kelp being back, the kelp is back. And, you just never know what's lurking down there ready to bite your hook. So.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks a lot for the phone call this morning.
All right, let's jump right back into them and talk to Mike calling us from Rosemead this morning. Hey, Mike, welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Thanks for calling, Mike. Appreciate you hanging in there.
Hey, thank you very much. Thanks for picking me up. Hey, my question for Rosie, I know you've already mentioned sport fishers or the long rangers cannot fish the island. So what is the distance away that they have to keep off of? Is it like 5 miles, 12 miles? And another question would be, does that include private sport fishers also?
Yeah, actually it does. So each closer around each of the islands is a little bit different, but Cedros is definitely the largest. I am not sure of the miles around it, but Cedros is, you can't really get anywhere close by.
And Bonitas, too.
And Bonitos, and Todos Santos, Natividad, parts of Alejos Rocks, parts of our own Coronado Islands are closed, too.
Well, no. Different closure.
Different closure?
Yeah, it's not closed. We have permits to fish in the Coronado Islands.
Coronado's
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
Right.
Guadalupe, Alejos is the same. This is a totally separate deal.
That was the problem.
And the reason it's a separate deal is because that one operator down there basically wants to have his own pond.
Basically,
and that's why I say, we support that guy. It's in my opinion, I don't think it's right.
It's
and
not,
that's why. So what it is it's a closure for anything over 33 feet in length. And it only affects Cedros and Bonitas, and I'm not sure about Natividad. It does, yeah. But just those islands in that biosphere. They're all biospheres, but that's the only one that it affects.
In that, yes.
That it affects. So that is the problem. So hopefully, with Al's efforts down there, and also Ken Franke, the Sport Fishing Association of California, has been working very hard. That'll get lifted. Yachts will be able to go in there. Sport fishing, San Diego sport fishing boats will be able to go in there.
Yeah, any boat over 33 feet is not permitted.
Yeah, for sure. But that's not so. That's not Cedros sport fishing. So
correct.
They're not. They're the guys that are trying to help people get back in there. So just be aware of that. Thanks a lot for the call this morning.
Dave in Poway, you're up next on Let's Talk Hookup. Hi, Dave. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, everyone, and congrats, Ricky and Alice.
Thanks, Dave.
Hey, we're happy for you. Rosie and Jeff, if there's a word to describe you guys, it'd be generous. I would like to lay out a challenge for anyone who's lucky enough to win this prize today. That's get a couple of buddies, figure out a trip together, fill a hole in their schedule if you possibly can. Just pay them back for their generosity. That's what I would plan to do.
Thanks, Dave.
Me and a couple of buddies were coming down on Labor Day. Excited about that. And going to see if one of those yellows can find me.
Oh, I'm sure it will, Dave.
Yeah. I got a question for you guys. I bought a Tranks for this trip for fishing calicos. Fished the Liberty earlier this year, and I saw a guy who had the same reel, only he had it left-hand retrieve, even though he's right-handed. So I got to thinking about that, talking to him, and just wondered what your opinion on fishing calicos, all day long, cast retrieve. How often do you see that? Guys putting the retrieve on the left-hand side so you can fish it like a spinning reel.
Pretty darn rare for a cast and retrieve swim bait scenario. It's a somewhat common practice for guys that do a lot of flipping in freshwater bass fishing where you're never making a cast and a lot of turns on the handle, and it has to do with flipping. A lot of times your bite happens the second that lure punches through the mat or punches through the cover, punches into where you're flipping to. So it's somewhat more common for right-handed guys to use left-hand retrieve reels for flipping because you're basically, your hand is on the handle as it's entering the water. There's no switching of hands or anything like that. But for cast and retrieve scenario, way lesser common. I think most of us just growing up fishing conventional on the right hand, you're just apt to be more awkward winding on the other side. I mean, it certainly works, and it's the same reel, same mechanics, same everything. So if you're ambidextrous, no problem. But for me, I gotta have the right hand retrieve.
Yeah, and here's my scenario too. I am left-handed, but I use right hand retrieve conventional reels. But when it comes to the spinning reel, I like a right-hand retrieve spinning reel because I cast with my left hand.
Ah, okay.
So
see, I'm conventional right, spinning left.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
But no, that makes sense. Yeah. Being a lefty.
Yeah, but I'm kind of righty-lefty.
Yeah.
So.
See, you're very smart, and I always try to tell people that in the shop, especially if your son or daughter are happen to be left-handed or getting in a tackle. Do your very best to teach them to fish with right-hand retrieve, just like Pete did.
I learned
because you're really limiting yourself to gear coming forward. Now, fortunately, Shimano makes some very good left-handed equipment, but not all of it is left-handed. Some of the smaller reels are, but you really limit yourself to the amount of tackle you can fish with if you have to fish left-handed retrieve. And it's a lot easier to say not being left-handed, but you'll do them a big service if you can teach them to fish right-handed retrieve gear. The options will be so much more.
That's why I look so funny when I cast. I'm backwards. Thanks a lot for the call, Dave.
All right, let's jump right back into them. This time we're going to talk to Jillian from Pacific Beach. Hi, Jillian. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, everybody, and congratulations, Rick.
Thank
it's
you,
great news.
We're really excited.
You got to be. Question for Rosie about how they put people together. When I go out fishing, I just talk to everybody on the boat, the kids, what are they doing, the women, the other one, old, young. I just talk to everybody that's amenable to
Well, and Jillian, you normally fish with your son, too.
Pardon?
And you normally fish with your son.
No, actually, I do much more fishing by myself now.
Because he has to work.
Yeah, he's got to work for a living.
He taught me, so I'm retired, so I can fish all the time and just regale him with my stories.
There you go. And I think I still owe you some smoked bluefin bellies, don't I?
Well, we'll do that offline. Yes,
okay,
that would be wonderful. The thing is, it's three people on a ponga. So my question is, how do you put the three together, and do you move people around from day to day so that you meet more people, or what?
There's so many different ways of how we do that. If I have a solid group of three, guys and gals that have gone fishing and they want to fish together, well, they get their own ponga. And then, I have a lot of groups of two. And I have a lot of groups of two that they don't want to be split up, but we have those larger boats now, and so they're saying, well, can the four of us go on the 33-footer, and they're having a great time. So what I do is I know my customers, and I know their personalities, and I try to put them with people that I know that they would fish well with. And, in the case of you get along with everybody, and like you do, you talk with everyone. And if you wanted to hop from ponga to ponga, and, everyone is cool with that, and they switch around the pongas all the time. So,
and it's easy.
It is. It's easy as long just tell
trade
Richard.
the numbers.
Yeah. And it says you tell Richard in the evening, there's like times where we have like groups of 6 or 9 and they all want to fish with each other at a different time. They just reset to the ponga group each night. So, you can fish with everybody.
Very good. Thanks a lot for the call this morning.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to find out not only who's getting one of those handcrafted Anza fillet knives, but also a half-off trip to go enjoy Cedros sport fishing. You stay tuned. More Let's Talk Hookup coming your way on the Mighty 1090.
When you put on a pair of Maui Jim sunglasses, the world begins to look different. Colors are more vivid. Contrast is clearer. Details are crisper. Wherever your vision leads you, beauty follows. With polarized lenses that eliminate glare and enhance color, Maui Jim sunglasses won't change the world. They'll change the way you see it. Color, clarity, detail. Maui Jim.
Have you been looking for a live bait hook that keeps live bait alive? Look no further than Japan's leading fish hook, Gamakatsu. It's the little things that make the difference, and Gamakatsu hooks drive the point home. With an absolute perfect bend and ideal barbs, your bait swims harder and longer. And when you get bit, Gamakatsu hooks bite back with a vengeance. All hooks are not the same. Go with Gamakatsu for infinite success. Gamakatsu, simply the best. Check Gamakatsu.com.
The Yamaha Outboard Summer Power Sales Event is here. Until the end of August, eligible new select 90 to 200 horsepower 4-cylinder 4-strokes include 2 free years of Yamaha extended service. And eligible new 2.5 to 75 horsepower 4-strokes include up to $500 in dealer credit. Reliability starts here. Yamaha. Visit your local Yamaha Outboards dealer today. Offer ends August 31, 2018, subject to change at any time. Other restrictions and conditions apply. See authorized participating Yamaha outboard dealers for details. This promotion cannot be used with any other Yamaha offer.
Quality is the name of the game at Seaforth Sport Fishing in Mission Bay. Free parking and fully stocked tackle shop, plus a great fleet. It's no wonder Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Apollo, Outer Limits, El Gato Dos, Pride, Tribute, Tomahawk, Prowler, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth, Sea Watch, and San Diego offer the finest half and full day trips available. Seaforth Sport Fishing. For charters or regular open party schedule, check seaforthlanding.com. Run by fishermen for fishermen in Mission Bay. While Seagar invented fluorocarbon fishing line in 1971, their never-ending pursuit of innovation has never stopped. They are the only company making double structure fluorocarbon, which combines 2 exclusive custom resins, a high-density interior for strength and sensitivity, and a softer exterior for enhanced knot strength. So for the best in fishing performance, pick up a spool of Seagar Fluoro Premier and the original Blue Label leader material at your favorite tackle dealer. Both are double structure fluorocarbon.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Man, I am so pumped to give away these 2 amazing prizes. First off, the brand new Anza fillet knife, again, handmade in San Diego County by the craftsman at Anza Knives. That's going to Jillian in Pacific Beach. And then the winner, half off any trip this year or next year on a new trip, is going to Dave in Poway. Dave, congratulations. You guys are so stoked on those prizes.
Indeed. Rosie and Jeff, thanks a lot. Cedros Sport Fishing is the operation.
So
if you're going to Cedros Island, how do we find you?
Hey, you know what? Give me a call. Phone number 619-772-7570. Get on our website, CedrosSportFishing.com.
All right. Thanks. Looking forward to the trip
you.
and looking forward to Rick and Dallas going down in August. That's going to be a lot of fun. And looking forward to having you back tomorrow morning, 7 and 9 a.m. Thanks to Adam. He'll be back tomorrow morning, along with Rick and myself, with Captain Brian Willey from Dana Wharf Sport Fishing, talking local fishing here in Southern California. Thanks for listening today. We'll see you tomorrow morning right back here on the Mighty 1090.